What's a bear doing sitting in my chair? Matter of fact, in my apartment, aren't you supposed to be hibernating now, Bear?
I have come out of hibernation prematurely for you to ask me a question.
Okay, I have a question for you, Bear. Well, how do you feel about the land that you live in?
It's not only my environment, but yours, too, two-legged one.
Okay, I meant our living environment.
When the first of our kind were here, many moons before the two-legged wanderer set foot in our territory, we lived in complete harmony with our mother, the earth. She controlled the sky gods, and some say the sun god too. Our forests were controlled by her wrath. She would control our population by famine, droughts, and fires. The two-legged one came. We were worshipped by some of your kind back then. We were also hunted too, but always respected. Back then, we were hunted by only a few compared to now. There are many more of you two-legged creatures now. It seems that a number of moons ago, there was a big slaughter of our kind by a different kind of two-legged man, with the same complexion that you have. We were hunted with loud wood that would bring many of us down, and other four-legged creatures like ourselves. We didn't understand at the time how so few could kill so many of us. What was the purpose? We just didn't understand. Thankfully, that has died down a bit. But what was I talking about?
Oh, you were talking about loudwood.
Oh yes, that's right. Before the loudwood came about, and even when the loudwood was here, the trees and the land were respected by the first of your kind. I've heard through stories that they worshipped the land and was treated as one's own body, an extension of sorts. These two-legged ones created and used the land for their own purposes, but were always in touch with the land, our mother. May I ask you a question? How is it to have hands anyways?
Oh, yeah, these are great. But they have gotten me in trouble sometimes. These are my, well, I give back to the land. I've gone to...
I know, but back then it was done on a much lesser scale around. There wasn't as many of you, and you have become more advanced with the aging of the moon and sun gods. But with this advancement, you have seemed to have lost touch with our mother.
What do you mean, Bear?
More advanced through the connection of hands and mind, and other drives. Being a bear, I can't comprehend. But these hands and minds seem to be using our mother through control and abuse. The land is harnessed by these minds and hands, well beyond what they can give back to our mother. Some of our streams can no longer feed my offspring, or I, because of the tree cutting or digging huge beaver dams and those big cement structures. More advanced, but a last touch. What's going to happen when there are no trees to cut, no water to drink? Being a bear, I am afraid, not only for myself, but for all living, breathing things. For we are all connected in the way trees, animals, and two-legged ones like you, through the air and water. This was known by all in our land, that we are connected to our mother. But that was when things were less advanced, not as many hands and minds. Soon, very soon, I'm afraid, my kind will cease to exist. Eventually, your kind will too. And our mother will be left alone to hibernate and cleanse herself, and then start all over again, for she is circular.
How can you buy or sell the sky, or the warmth of the land? It is strange to us. We don't own the freshness of the air or the sparkle of the water. The air is precious to the red man, because all things share the same breath. The white man won't notice the air he breathes, like a man dying for many days. One thing we know, that the white man will. We know our God is the same God. You may think you wish to own him as you own our land. But he is the body of man, and the earth is precious to him. Continue to contaminate your bed, and you will suffocate in your waste. Chief Self, 1852.